If you have been following along with IntelliJ Ultimate Edition, what I want you to do is to install the Kubernetes plugin for IntelliJ. So go to Preferences, and then within Preferences, go to Plugins, and then search for Kubernetes. So install this plugin right here, which has 2.4 million downloads and 4.24 rating stars. So this is kind of cool because it gives us cluster interaction, browsing cluster objects and extracting their configuration, viewing and downloading pods, attaching pod to the console, running shell in pod, applying resources from editor, deleting, and a bunch of other cool stuff. So make sure to install this plugin so that you can follow along as I teach you how to deploy our microservices to Kubernetes. And if you don't have the Ultimate Edition, that's fine as well. You'll be able to follow along. But with Ultimate Edition, have a look. We have services in here, and then we have Kubernetes, which currently says and no context. Right click, and then refresh configuration. And now have a look. We have Minikube. If I expand it, you can see that. So in here, let me just make this bigger. So we've got workloads, pods, deployments, stateful sets, jobs, so on and so forth. So currently I do have one pod, which is hello world, and it gives me information about it, so on and so forth. I can also right click and I can run a shell inside of the pod. So there we go. Now I'm inside of the pod itself. So this is kind of cool. And you can have a look at the network, services, ingresses, configuration, namespaces. Currently, we only have the default one. And these ones, they are given to you by default. Nodes, we currently have one node, which is Minikube, secrets, so on and so forth. So you can see that this plugin is kind of cool. Now, I'm not going to teach you Kubernetes through here because I feel like that's not the best way. So I'm going to teach you through the terminal or command line so you see all the raw commands. Finally, let me just close this shell right here and collapse this. And there we go. Catch me on the next one.